Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So for this week's video, we're gonna start out with these beautiful fancy guppies. As you can see here, this is a nice mix of males and females, and typically when you mix them in a tank together, you're gonna want at least 2 or 3 females to every male, just to ensure that the males don't harass the females too much, as they do like to chase them a little bit. As you can tell down here, a whole bunch of different varieties and colors, different patterns, so definitely come check these guys out. They're very friendly, do good in most community tanks. Just make sure you don't have any fin nippers in there with them, as the males especially, like this guy right there, get these really long, pretty tails. So definitely come check these guys out. Another fun fact real quick is that these guys are obviously live bearers, so if you get males and females, chances are you will end up with babies in your tank, and then you can watch them grow up, which is really fun to do. So come check these guys out. Alrighty, so next up, we'll start with this beautiful half-moon koi beta. It's a beautiful male with these amazing long fins, gorgeous colors. So with these guys, as you can see, contrary to somewhat popular belief, they can be kept in tanks with other fish. Granted, you want to make sure that the beta is okay with the other fish, and some betas do not like company, but for the most part, they will be okay with other fish. On the other hand, obviously make sure your other fish are okay with your beta. Again, with the guppies, avoid fin nippers, as these long fins are very easy targets. Next up in this tank right here, we've got these really cool, unique little plecos. These guys are called the Imperial Ranger pleco. They got some really nice patterns. They got the spots, they got the little light, and they've got obviously the darker browns. Really unique pleco. Definitely come check these guys out. Next up, for a surface dweller, a top level dweller, we've got these Furcatus rainbows here. These guys have got beautiful colors. They got that bright yellow. You can tell, very active and kind of hard to keep up with on the camera here. But definitely check them out. The males especially get really beautiful and have very nice displays for their females. Next up, we've got some really nice, beautiful juvenile koi angelfish. If you want a nice pop of color in your tank, and some will have more black on them, some are a little more clear, so there's gonna be one for everybody. And last but not least, one of my little favorite guys in here, so we can zoom in nicely, are the little pygmy cories. So obviously a nice schooling fish. These guys are a great bottom dweller for any tank. They'll help clean up any scrap food or anything like that gets dropped in there. They obviously love to be together. And these guys only get to about 1 inch long, so they do great in smaller tanks, especially if you like cory cats. And then last but not least, I don't know if we can see this guy in here, because these guys do like to hide a little bit as they're mainly nocturnal, but this is a ghost knife fish. So these guys, again, like I said, mainly nocturnal, but if you feed them more during the day and they get comfortable, they will begin to come out. Especially if you get them a nice clear tube, then they'll believe they're safe, because they mainly see through feeling, not so much on sight. So definitely come check these guys out in the store if you want to get a better look at them. Alrighty, and then last but finally not least, these guys are one of my favorite little unique dwarf cichlids. These are the golden dwarf keyhole cichlid, or golden dwarf cichlid. Obviously, they're pretty similar to apistogrammas in terms of care and size and temperament, not getting much bigger than 2.5 inches fully grown. The males and females do display some sexual dimorphism, especially as they grow. These guys are all juvenile at the moment, so they haven't really got some of their beautiful adult coloration in yet, but you can see it's starting to peek through there already. So definitely check these guys out. They're really unique, and like I said, one of my favorite little dwarf cichlids. Thanks for watching.